So the question is, if you have assets in other jurisdictions, offshore and assets here, should you have a separate will for each jurisdiction or one will? There is an international treaty that many countries have signed up to that enable a single will to cover many countries. The will takes the form of the Australian standard will, but it has a different regime around who witnesses it. It's only relatively new. Importantly, there are some large countries that haven't yet signed the treaty, countries like America. So my advice to people is, until it becomes very commonly used, that you have a will dealing with assets in Australia, and the will says this will is only for assets in Australia, and if you have assets in another country, have a will drawn by someone who draws it in accordance with those laws, because the courts in those countries will approve that will, grant probate much quicker than an international will. So at this stage, I'd still recommend that. We all probably have kids who have moved overseas. There are places, you've got to be very careful, because places like Japan and America, for example, if a person is resident there and they die, they will be charged death duties on their assets. Only the assets in Japan or in America? No. All of their assets held worldwide. And in Australia, if they have a home which is capital gains tax exempt, because it's a principal place of residence, but they've become a resident in the States, their law over there doesn't recognise that exemption. So they'll be charged death duties on the full value of that property also. So there's a planning thing that you might need to keep in mind, given that our kids are very, very mobile.